Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is SeanK's Beauty Bar, where we grab from the bar and discuss all things beauty. My name is Sean and I am happy to be here and happy to bring this topic to you today. 7 tips, tricks, and hacks on makeup application when you have acne, but also tips, tricks, and hacks on what you can do to prevent acne while wearing your makeup. So if this is something you're interested in, just keep watching. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sean. I'm a former microbiologist and biochemist. I bring my science into questions where applicable when you leave them in the comment section below, and I feature them here on my channel. I also do how-to makeup application videos as well as tips, tricks, and hacks in fashion. So that is it in a nutshell. So please subscribe and also give this video a thumbs up and share it if you find it to be helpful. All right, let's get into tip number 1. So tip number 1 is the microbiome community. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know I talk heavily about the microbiome community. It's not really widespread on YouTube, but this is important when you have acne and when you're trying to prevent acne from happening. The way that you end up having normal skin, clear skin, is when you use pH balanced products. Between a 4.5 and a 6 is the ideal range. If you're a woman, your pH should be 5.5. If you're a man, a 5.8. The microbiomes are the helpful bacteria that sit on the face that actually ward off pollutants, free radicals, and any harmful bacteria from wreaking havoc to the skin. So the way that they work at optimal performance is when you have them at homeostasis, and you get the acidic mantle to homeostasis is when you use pH balanced products. Yes. Go to CVS, get the pH strips, I mentioned this before, and test your products to make sure they're within that ideal range. As if you go way too acidic, you're going into oily acne land, and if you're going above the 5.8, and you're going all the way to the alkaline side of the 8 to the 14, you're literally going into psoriasis and eczema land. So you're either too dry or too oily. Now let's move on to tip number 2. Okay, so tip number 2 is literally using more water-based products. So your moisturizer needs to be water-based, your primer, foundation, concealer, all of that needs to be water-based. The lighter the products, the less exacerbating you're going to do to the texture of your skin, and you don't want to clog more pores and end up with breakouts, so that's the key. And you don't want to feed the breakouts that's already there. So stay away from anything that is oil based. So I'm going to recommend 2 primers to you that I have in my arsenal, but again, you just find products that you love. I'm just showing you the products that I love. You can use the Think Dirty app to see the ingredients, or just Google to find out if your product is more water-based, or you can look on the back of the product, and if you see water as the number 1 ingredient or anywhere in those first 2 lines, then you know that you have more of a water-based product than an oil-based product. And that's just the key there. So let me show you 2 primers. The Lancome Prep and Prime. This I use today. It's very lightweight, is water-based, oil-free, fragrance-free, and actually locks your foundation in place. So you definitely can go with this. This is actually on the top 10 list of best water-based primers. So there you go, Lancome. And I have a lot of minis, guys, because I travel a ton and I don't check my bags. I actually bring them with me through TSA. Excuse all the little elves that are running across the screen. Okay, so this next primer is by Estee Lauder, and this is the illuminating primer, if the camera would actually allow you to see it. This has hyaluronic acid in it. It is oil-free, non-acnogenic, fragrance-free as well, and hyaluronic acid is one of those key ingredients that can hold up to 10,000 times its weight of water. And that's why I really love using products with hyaluronic acid. Christina, if you're watching from Jouer Cosmetics, I always talk about her products because her products are rich in hyaluronic acid. So definitely You can check out Jouer Cosmetics too for their foundations as well if you're looking for something oil-free and full coverage. As far as foundations, I've got two. So today I'm using the Nude Fresh in Saddlewood. This is definitely water-based. Both are oil-free, fragrance-free, non-comedogenic, non-acnogenic, and this one is more water-based than the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place. So if you need full coverage, then definitely go for this one. And it is oil free. And if you're looking for a lighter finish like I did today, then you can go after the Nude Fresh. They're about to discontinue this. I don't know why. It's a really great formula and I've been enjoying this product, but I don't know. Another really great product is rose water. Rose water actually fights against any flare-ups, acne, and I'm using the Mario Badescu setting spray today. I really do love this. It has aloe in it. Aloe brings down inflammation, is an excellent healer to the skin, and rose water is a great hydrator and also really does help to bring healing to the skin and prevent acne. So if you're putting on makeup, even with you having acne, use rose water to set your makeup in place. Also, when it comes to powders, just go very light in the application of powders, whether that's your lightening or setting powder under the eyes, or if you're going after your matte skin finish, because the body is going to start to produce more oil that's going to add to more problems with acne if you're really packing on the powder, and it's going to add texture to the skin. So the more products that you're putting on the skin will make the acne that you do have look more pronounced, and it also will add more texture to the skin. Make sure that you're using less powder and just use your setting spray as the key to really locking in that makeup in place. Okay, concealer. I forgot to mention this. The Estee Lauder Double Wear is oil-free. This is fragrance-free. It's also non-acnogenic. So this is also a really great concealer to use. Again, these are the ones that I had in my arsenal. You can look up products that you're interested in and just seeing the nature of them before putting it on your face if you do have acne. Okay guys, so tip number 2 is literally washing your face thoroughly and making sure that you're using gentle face washes and you're dabbing your face dry before putting anything on it. So that's my tip number 2. Tip number 3 is simply this, and I talk about this a lot on my channel. We are washing our brushes in 2020 more frequently, guys. Not a week. Let's not wait a few days. It takes bacteria 20 minutes to replicate, every 20 minutes. And I know you're wondering about the ferrule of the brush, which is this metal part here. Wash your brushes at an angle 45 degrees. I wash my brushes every single day. My ferrule is fine. I've had this for a year and a half, these brushes. And I also have other brushes that I use as well. So you want to make sure that you're cleansing your brushes because bacteria loves hot, dark, moist areas, which your brushes lends to. A really great environment for them to thrive when you have built up a product in this. So definitely clean your brushes. The next tip, number 4, is using isopropyl alcohol. 70% isopropyl alcohol that you guys have seen me use in a previous video when I was cleaning my brushes literally lyses any bacterial cell. And I carry it in a Mario Badescu bottle because it's more convenient and it's a spray bottle. And this isopropyl alcohol, you not only can use on your cosmetics, your brushes, you can actually use in your hotel or wherever you need to sanitize when, if like me, checking into a room. So I love to have isopropyl alcohol on hand. And in fact, in between using my makeup products, I'm actually spraying my compacts. I scrape off the top layer. I spray with isopropyl alcohol just in case there's some contamination from face to product. And I do that when I buy new products. Isopropyl alcohol works like this. The higher the number, the better it is. But even if you go too high in number, and this could get intricate, it could slow down on the lysing of the cells. So the sweet spot is 70% isopropyl alcohol. They use it in hospital settings and in clinics. And I'll tell you why it works this way. The water that makes up the 30% actually works as a catalyst, and it plays a key role in denaturing the proteins of that vegetative cell, meaning bacteria, right? Like Staphylococcus, E. coli, Pseudomonas. Those are some of the microbes you will find in your makeup products. The isopropyl part, or IPA, of the alcohol will penetrate the cell wall and actually lyse the cell, meaning it will destroy that cell wall and bacteria won't be able to replicate. So hopefully that's easy enough for you. The water denatures the proteins. The alcohol permeates that cell wall, coagulates those proteins, and destroys the cell, destroys the bacteria, period. So that's what we want. We want something that's going to be able to kill on contact. So that's tip number 4. Let's move on to tip number 5. All right, so tip number 5 is makeup application. So here's the key, guys. You can use your fingers, you can use your hands to apply your makeup, right? Make sure that your hands are washed and patting that foundation in. I know Tati loves to use her fingers sometimes when she's not using tools. But if you're going to use tools, and I will show you with my foundation brush, when using tools like this, and you have your foundation on, you don't want to dab it into that area with the top part of the brush. You want to use the side part, and that's because that area is already very sensitive. So you really want to just use the side of the brush right here, right along the sides, and really dab that foundation in. And if you're using your fingers, just pat it in. All right, tip number 6 is not to under moisturize your face. When you do, your makeup application is not as seamless. The pimples, the acne, everything is exacerbated, pronounced. It looks chalky, and everybody's going to see what's going on under your makeup. So make sure that you're using a water-based moisturizer and you're using a considerable amount of it. Neutrogena has a really great Hydro Boost moisturizer. Use that and make sure you get it on to your skin well so that it's not conspicuous with the pimples. Because I don't know if you guys have seen it before, but those who don't use enough moisturizer, you almost can tell if they have acne because it looks chalky and you can see the acne or the blemishes through the foundation. That's one of those red flags that lets you know that that person has not moisturized their face entirely, or they have under moisturized their face. So that's that. Let's move on to tip number 7. The sun is going down on me, so I want to get through this last tip. Tip number 7 is not sleeping with your makeup on. Makeup sitting into the pores will actually clog the pores even more, inflame that area, and inflame other areas, and then you end up with more breakouts and actually exacerbating. I know that's a word I've been using a lot, but you will exacerbate the acne that you already have. So do not sleep with your makeup on. I know that some acne is bigger than others. So then if that's the case, what you can do, conceal with color corrector, or you could simply use a little bit of bronzer. So hopefully, guys, this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Guys, I absolutely love you. Definitely let me know what you want to see from me next. I'm so happy to do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This was a question that was frequently asked, and yeah, I'll see you in my next one.